everyone, my name is Sarah and welcome back to AWANA. As you can tell, I'm outside today on my back porch and it's because today is Earth Day, if you didn't know. So I'm out here and you can obviously hear all the birds being super loud, but I wanted to sit out here to look at God's creation because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So to start off with God's creation, I wanted to show you this little thing that I have. It may look weird, it's a little baggy, but it's going to tell us each day of creation. So on the first day, the earth was formed and it was dark. So there was darkness all over the earth. It'd be kind of hard to walk around and do all that stuff if our world was still completely dark, right? So then God said, let there be light, and there was light. And that's why the next part is white. So God said, let there be light. And then after that, God said, let the whole world be covered with water. So we have our oceans and our rivers, our lakes and our ponds. God said, let the whole earth be covered with water. Then on the next day, God separated the waters and formed dry land and brought forth grass and flowers and all the green that we see today. So that's why we have some pretty green flowers. Then next, God created the fish in the sea, the birds of the air, the animals on the earth. He created all of our pets, all the animals in the forest and the jungles. So we have all of our really cool animals. And then on the last day, God created man. So he created Adam, and then he created Eve, and then all of us were created. And then we have all our people. But what I wanted you to really know today, and I wanted to talk to you about, is how we were created in God's image. So in Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27, it says, so God created man in his own image. He created him in the image of God. He created him male and female. So it was the sixth day of creation, like we talked about before, that Adam, the first man on earth, found himself surrounded by a beautiful garden called Eden. And up above, the sun was shining and it was glowing, and all around him were all kinds of trees and flowers and plants, anything you could think of. It was beautiful. And there were many kinds of animals too, and all of them were so nice. They were all tame. They weren't crazy. And there were birds, there were furry animals, there were climbing animals and creeping insects. There was everything you could think of. And God brought all of the creatures he had created to Adam, and whatever name Adam decided on, that was his name. So meanwhile, the Lord noticed that Adam had no one like himself to talk to, and although Adam was made in the image of God and could talk to God, Adam was human and had no one to be his close friend or his helper, so that's why God then created Eve. So there was Adam and Eve, and they were created in God's image. So isn't it really cool to realize that all the thousands of the creatures that were created by God, only Adam was made in his image. So what makes us different from maybe all the creepy crawlies or the animals is that God had placed a spirit inside Adam so that he could talk to God and that he could be creative, like thinking of all the different types of names, and that he could love and feel the need to be loved. So when God made you, he also placed a spirit inside you, a part of you that will live forever and ever. And he has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men. So that verse is from Ecclesiastes 3:11. So you are part of God's beautiful creation, just like we talked about on the last day. You were made in God's image. And God took as much care of you to form you as he did when he created Adam. So God's made you with a special purpose. He made you to know him and to love him. And so whenever you pray, your spirit reaches out to God, which makes him super happy. And other creatures can't do that because they don't have a spirit like you and me. So we can pray to God, and that makes us so special, and we can talk to him. So I want you to remember that we're made in God's image. So what does that really look like? So whenever you look into a mirror, what do you notice about yourself? I notice that I have red hair, that I have freckles. You have special things about you that you notice when you look in the mirror, and you can see our reflection. What do we look like to other people? So when I think of we're made in God's image, is when we see other people, when they see us, they can see Jesus inside us. They can see that we're gentle, or that we're patient, or that we're kind with them, that we act differently if something doesn't go our way, or we're really nice to in them when other people aren't. And that's what it's like to be made in God's image. It's like we're just like him. We're following him and we're trying to be just like Jesus. So remember that. Remember to strive to be like Jesus, and remember to show others that you're made in his image, that you're like him, and that you want to be just like him. And so I hope that you have a great Earth Day, and remember that God made a beautiful creation. So go outside today and soak up everything that God has made, and remember that you are made in his image. Bye guys.